Hello. That's not all of it. But, okay. Hello, people. So today, I'm going to be talking about video games and an excessive amount of them. Because I like video games, and I'm going to be talking about my collection and what it means to me. Start at the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 is a good library because I started on it, PS1 and PS2 games. And I got a PS2 for $5 at a pawn shop. And I had to fix it because it was a slim model. But since then, I've been able to play hundreds of games on this thing. We got Burnout, Call of Duty. This was one of my firsts. Dark Cloud. This is a really interesting RPG. Dungeon Crawler. ESPN NFL 2K5. Fantavision. This was a launch title for the console. Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 12, Guitar Hero. Those are great. The original was amazing. 2 was even better. A demo disc of God of War, the first one. Then this one was my very first game that I got for the console, Gran Turismo 3. And I didn't know anything about Gran Turismo or even race cars at the time. I just liked going in the arcade mode and running around, not running around, racing around. And it didn't make much sense, but I got it. And then I finally tried the simulation mode, and it was nice. And then Harvest Moon. This was also one of my firsts. Save the Homeland. This one got a remake on the PSP, but I still believe this is the best entry in the series. Hot Shots Golf 3 and 4. Jack and Daxter, the first one. Really good. Lumines. I got that on the PSP at first, and then tried that. Madden 2003, that one got me into football, Pac-Man. The first game that I spent more than $20 on was Parappa the Rapper 2 on the PS2, where I spent a whole 50 smackers to get it. And then there's some other games here. Phantom Brave, Ratchet Deadlocked, Real Fishing 3, that one's a good game. Shadow of the Colossus, I like that. Okay, here's a story. SSX3 and SSX on tour. I had on tour at first, and I really enjoyed that. And then I got SSX. No, I had SSX3. It came with my console, and because it was actually in the disk drive, and then I found the case later. But I had a great time doing that, playing that game, and I enjoyed it. And then Tokyo Extreme Racer, I got that last month. Tony Hawk 3, that was one of my first. And Tony Hawk 4, and then Wipeout Fusion. I got this one at a really weird, sketchy comic book store. It was only $10. Also got a Blur CD and also the Butthole Surfers. They're great. Okay, so starting from the same place again, we're gonna talk not about the PS1 because I don't have all my PS1 games here right now. Shit, but about the PSP. The PSP was one of my few consoles that I could say I've spent over 1,000 hours on. And it all started with a couple games, mainly Lumines 1 and Ape Escape. Those were Lumines, Ape Escape, and Harvest Moon. This one was a port of the PS1 game, Harvest Moon Back to Nature. And I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. And then some other standout titles would be Dissidia Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy, but as a fighting game. Hot Shots Golf, Open T. This one was awesome. It was like the whole game series, but better. And the sequel was even better. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. That one was really cool. I liked that game. Loco Roco. That game was awesome. And then down here is the rest of them. Need for Speed Underground Rivals, that was one of my first. Rock Band Unplugged, that one was really cool because it was like Rock Band but without the controllers. SSX on Tour. About this, the PSP version was actually basically based off SSX3 and had all the maps from that game, but didn't actually use the maps from On Tour. It was interesting. And then the one PSP game I really want to get is Tony Hawk's Underground 2 remix on the PSP. And then there's 2 Japanese games, the only Japanese games in my collection. Got Monster Hunter Portable second, and something about the Monster Hunter cats, I think. I can't remember. Oh wait, this is what it says. Monster Hunter Diary. I can't read all that. Sounds like I'm out of breath. That's because I am. Anyways, here is where I actually started, the 3DS. And my favorite game out of this entire library has to be this one, Animal Crossing New Leaf. And I spent over, the last time I used my 3DS, it was over 2,000 hours in that game. And then there were some other ones like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Those made me really happy. Rune Factory 4, that one's really good. And then Xenoblade Chronicles is another really good stand-up game. And then over here we have Animal Crossing. We have the Maddens. I love Madden. Madden's pretty cool. Harvest Moon DS. That one's actually a bootleg. I got this, and about this, I bought it for $25 2 years ago. Played 4 years within the game, and I found out from the cartridge glitching that it was actually a bootleg, but I bought that on August 15th, 2021. Oh god, everything's falling to shit. But on the back, thanks for the bootleg. Oh god, that didn't happen. Let's see, what else could I talk about? There's some really important stuff in this collection. So, next to the PSP, we have something really awesome. We have the original Xbox, which recently I've been playing a lot more because I got this thing called Insignia, which lets you play original Xbox Live games online. So recently they redid Halo 2, so now you can play it online again. And I actually was there for the launch party of it. It was really great. But starting, we have Amped, which Amped's freestyle snowboarding, that's fun. And its sequel, DDR Ultra Mix. ESPN College Hoops 2K5, that's probably one of the cheaper games I've ever bought because it was like $2. Halo 2, Lego Star Wars 2, Madden 05, Mech Assault 2, that one's fun. Morrowind, The Elder Scrolls, Need for Speed Underground 2, and Most Wanted. NFL Fever 2004, NHL 2K6, I need to play this one yet. Project Gotham Racing 2, I like this game a lot. Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. I like both of these games. This was the first Xbox game I ever bought. SSX Tricky, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X, 3X, and then I have Underground somewhere, but this was the first console that I beat Underground on, and it was amazing. And then American Wasteland. And then 360, we have a lot of games. We start out with a really cool, really unique demo disc for Blue Dragon, which also I bought this for one reason alone. Because on the extra content, it has backwards compatibility as an update, which let you play all your Xbox 360. Let you play your Xbox 360 and play your original Xbox games on it. So let's see what we got. Battlefield Bad Company 1, Dance Central 2, Forza Horizon, Green Day Rock Band. This is a long story, but this game saved my friendship. It didn't save my friendship, but it enhanced my friendship because, like, me and my friend, we played it all the time, and we bonded over it and got them into Guitar Hero, because I got into Guitar Hero because of a little game called Guitar Hero 2, in the Xbox 360 version, which had a bunch of more songs on it than the original. Then Guitar Hero 3 and Aerosmith came along, and we only have one Halo game at the moment, but Halo Wars, that's one's fun. The Kinect games, Lego Indiana Jones, and Lego Star Wars. This game's amazing. Portal 2, PGR 3, Skate 1. This and Skate 3 got me into skateboarding. Speaking of Skate 3, Sonic Generations, that's a reprinted time. Split Second, and then Tony Hawk's Project 8 and Proving Ground. And my original first console was actually an Xbox One, and then I got a 3DS a little bit later. But that was the first two I started out on, and it took me years to get one. another console because I just stuck with those for a long time. But that was back in like 2015 when I was like a wee little lad. Yeah. Okay, jump back to something smaller. We have the PS3. We got Band Hero, Arkham City. I think, yeah. The Beatles Rock Band. This game got me back into the Beatles. Got me into the Beatles at first. And I really was happy because it felt like I had a connection with them. And then I learned how to play their songs on the actual guitar. And to this day, there's still songs from that game that are in my head just humming around. Can't buy me love. Money can't buy me love. Yeah, anyways. I can't say that. Just Gaia. 3. Final Fantasy 13. Gran Turismo 5. That one I liked a lot. Lego Rock Band. Little Big Planet. Lego Harry Potter. Madden 09, but I played 08 more. Kingdom Hearts. Rock Band 1 and 2. I had the track back, but that one still worked as an export. And then Uncharted 1 and 2. I had a bunch of M-rated games too, like Borderlands and God of War, but my mom took those, so that's a bummer. Bummer. I sound autistic as hell. Let's keep this in the cut. So now we're on to PS4. I love the PS4 and PS5 because I have a PS5, and that's like my main joy in life. We got Assassin's Creed 4, Ark Survival Evolved, which I've never played yet. I really don't like it. Everybody's Golf, Final Fantasy 7, X and X2, and 15. Gran Turismo Sport. I just started playing this one today, Horizon Zero Dawn. I really like that game, and then so far I like it. It's really, really like graphically impressive. Killzone Shadowfall, Little Big Planet 3. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, that's a great one. Minecraft, I love Minecraft. Okami, Rocksmith, I spent a good bit of money on that, but it was worth it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. Uncharted 4, Lego Star Wars, Skywalker Saga, Need for Speed Unbound, Persona 5, Royal, and then Spider-Man Miles Morales, which was one of the few PS5 games I've actually beaten, and I'm actually working on 100%ing it right now. So that's pretty awesome. I like that game so much. It made me feel like it was Spider-Man. Now I have a healthy relationship. Not a relationship. I have a healthy connection with that character. What else is there to talk about? I really don't have much to talk about. I'm going to wrap it up real quick. With that, that's most of my game collection. There's some other stuff. If there's anything on these shelves you wanted to see more of, like my weird Game Boy Color copy of Frogger 2, just let me know. It's all pretty cool. What am I doing here? Yeah,